Development with Tactics podcast slash stream, but we're gonna go ahead after the intro, as always. And today it's probably gonna be about Will Smith's autobiography. It's probably gonna kind of be maybe the last episode featuring this one, at least the summary that I've started to go through, since it is a fairly short one. Doesn't mean that it is bad by any means, no. Wouldn't say so, but it is just quite the short one. Anyway, let me actually see whether I am still having it here somewhere among my trillions and billions of different tabs. But it kind of looks like I don't, which is always amazing. Civas.rs, I guess it was. Or not. Derek Civas Will Smith. There we go. And it is already there. Here and there and this and that. And we're gonna never miss that. Or something. I don't know. So let's check it out. I think the last time we started with it is 2 against 1, it is you and the universe versus you. It's respectable to lose the universe, and it is a tragedy to lose to yourself. On his character's name in Prince of Bel-Air, give your character your name, because people are going to call you that for the rest of your life. Well, yeah, does make sense. And I think that there is also then some kind of accountability when this character does indeed have your name, that you're not gonna do some fucked up shit, that you're not gonna portray somebody you do not want to be remembered as, because this person or this character has your name. These are only 2 human problems. The first one, knowing what you want but not knowing how to get it. And second of all, not knowing what you want. Knowing what you want gives direction to your life. Every word, every action, every association can be accurately chosen and harnessed to precipitate your desired outcome. What you eat, when you sleep, where you go, who you walk to, what you allow them to say to you, who your friends are, can all be correlated, or maybe even correlated, and launched toward your wildest dreams. Yes, indeed. Once again, I've pointed it out so often, and I've read it so often, but I do want to underline once again, the people that you surround yourself with, they really do matter. There's some sort of a saying, and we all have heard it before, like, we are the sum of the 5 people that we're surrounding ourselves with. The closest people, the people that we most often surround ourselves with. Of course, it just does make sense, When I'm always around people that are highly intellectual, well, of course, we're going to talk about certain things. We're going to probably talk about pretty intellectual things. We're going to, do certain activities that intellectual people do, and so on and so forth. We then do things that those people do. And on the other hand, when I'm around people that maybe just, negatively influencing myself, then it is no wonder, because we are doing things those bad people do. Period. People do what they do, certain people do what they do. And on the other hand, of course, we also have the possibility to create the life and create the character and create the person we want to be. And of course, it's, in the end, it is all about action, and it's all about doing something, whether it is about sleep, what you eat, what you do, whom you talk to, and so on and so forth. In the real end, all of these things add up and make who you are. Period. Some people have a podcast, some people don't. Certain people, well, let's actually stick with certain people. Certain people do sports and certain people don't. Certain people read books, certain people don't, and so on and so forth. So in the real end, and this is up to it's basically up to debate whether it is something good or something bad, to be this kind of person and or be this type of person and whatever. But up to you. You can decide whether the person you are is the person you want to be. And whether this person is a good person or this person that you actually want to be, because you're not at this point in time this person you want to be, is good or bad, quote unquote. Anyway, we think of our personalities as fixed and solid. We think of our likes and our dislikes, our beliefs, our nationalities, our political affiliations and religious convictions, our mannerisms, well, our sexual predilections, etc. as set as us. But the reality is most of the things we think of as us are learned habits and patterns and entirely malleable. The characters we play in a film are no different than the characters we play in life. Will Smith is no more real than Paul. They are both characters that we invented, practiced and performed, reinforced and refined. Yes, it is. But we can choose to be a certain character. This is the beauty of this saying, this is the beauty of this point, that we can choose to be somebody else when we want to do so. And that is amazing. That is insanely amazing, you know. It is something so obvious, you know, but most often, or very, very often, we do not see the very obvious. You know, there is some kind of a blind spot that we all have. There is something we just do not see. And this is one of the things, you know, and really, really often those things are pretty obvious. At least pretty obvious to other people and not pretty obvious to ourselves. If quitting is a possibility, everyone will pick that. If quitting is an option, you'll never finish anything hard. The only way an imperfect mind can be forced to achieve is by removing all of its other options. Well, I'm burning bridges, you know, and this is also something that Arnold Schwarzenegger, as far as I do remember, also stated, you know, having a plan B. Well, indeed, I did just remember. The last episode I was talking about certain motivational speeches that I have been listening to back in the days, and I guess they are even on my channel, listed in a playlist as, you know, motivational speeches or something, and they were really amazing. And if I remember correctly, it was indeed Will Smith that said, no, it's not been Will Smith, it's been somebody else, I guess. Or maybe. I'm actually not quite sure at this time. Having a plan B distracts from plan A. So having an option B distracts from option A. And option A probably is the best option, the option that we want to have, the option that we want to pursue. Period. A film that might only earn 10 million in Spain could easily earn 15 to 25 million if you go to the country, do a premiere, a day of press and a couple of fan events. Which I think just means put in the work. Do something. Do something amazing. Do some amazing work. Because you can. Because we all can. We all can make the things that, you know, are maybe already pretty good, even more good or better, or just indeed also amazing, just also by, and this is something that I've been thinking about before and in general quite a bit, presenting things in a certain way. I would even argue that presenting, or the way you present something, is equivalent to, in terms of quality, to the quality of the product itself. Of course, on the other hand, when you're having a product that is really shitty, but you're marketing it, you're presenting it in a very good way, it is going to backfire. It really is going to. Because people are going to notice that, people are going to see that, and people are not going to be truly happy about that. As it is with film, I'd say. You know, when you're marketing a bad film, amazingly, well, people are going to see this film. The good thing about it is that most people only see a film once, at least in cinema, when it comes to, you know, box office things. On the other hand, what about the CDs, the DVDs, and all the other stuff, the merch that might, quote-unquote, derive from the original piece, the cinema premiere? For example, you know, this is also a part of it. So in the real end, it is some two-sided coin thing, you know what I mean? on one hand, film is a film, we only see it once. On the other hand, by making sure that it is indeed a good film, you can make sure that you're gonna earn more in other ways. Not only through the film, but in other ways as well. Well, I think one last one. I saw school as getting in the way of me having time with him to teach him the real shit. I wanted him to see the entire world as school and every person as a teacher and every place as a classroom. I don't really know whom he's referring to. Might be about his son or daughter. Well, probably son, because if he's saying like him to teach him the real shit. Well, yeah. I think in a real end, a pretty good approach is to view every person as somebody you can learn something from, no matter the age, no matter the gender, no matter the culture, no matter the skin color, whatever it may be, you can learn something from everyone. Doesn't necessarily mean that it is something they say, but maybe just something they do, you know? A certain way they talk to somebody else, a certain way they move, a certain way they ask questions, a certain way they do whatever. You can learn something from that by quote-unquote osmosis, or by watching people, by interacting with people, by not directly like asking, you know, could you give me some advice I may not know about. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna see you the next time. Bye bye.